Hello everyone, my name is Leslie. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and liking. I do videos, this is a series of frugal thoughts, and I do videos in which I discuss both ways of how I save money, how I spend money, and how I use money to optimize my family's happiness. In particular, this one today is going to be not necessarily about how I spend or what I spent my money on, but more about the whole concept that being a frugal or a tightwad is bothersome or takes time or is inconvenient. I will say that for me and my family, my frugality is so ingrained in us and that it is just part of our lives. However, we do lots of fun things. We take vacations, we go, we do things. We just do it in ways that are, we just do it in a way that saves us money while we're doing it. And we're very conscious of the way we spend our money. One of the things that I noticed yesterday, I was down at a beach house, and it was a rental, and there was a sidewalk sale that was going on, and I don't really go to a lot of sidewalk sales, but there were some amazing deals. That's another story. But when I was there, I repeatedly heard people saying, oh, I don't have time for this. This is too inconvenient. This is a problem. And I get that. Sometimes it just isn't, if you have to be out or it doesn't work for you. But I was struck by that, and it got me thinking about the whole idea of whether or not being frugal with money is, in fact, inconvenient or bothersome. For instance, I was saying, a lot of times people have said to me about, shopping. They're like, oh, I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time to be putting this much time and effort into thinking about ways to save money. For me, I make it my time. I use my time in ways that help us save money. For instance, I would be willing to drive around to, 10, 15 minutes to find a free parking spot downtown instead of spending $20 to pay in a lot. This is something I remember learning from Amy Decision in the Tightwad Gazette, that 20 minutes that you spent driving around, other than the gas costs and your time, unless you're rushing to go get a movie or something that is really time is of the essence, that for the most part you should consider and do the math, which I also always say, if you can save $20 by driving around for 20 minutes, that means that your time is worth that particular, if you save for 20 minutes, I can't do the math. I think that makes it worth $60 an hour, or maybe, I don't know, I'm not good at math. But anyway, that would be worth it to me. I did a video about driving a different route to get to Notre Dame and my children's school, and the point I made in that video was that my husband was not originally keen on it, because he was like, oh no, it's like another 14 miles. It's 675 miles to get to my children's school. It's extra 14 miles, and it's an extra 7 minutes or something. But again, my point was that extra 7 minutes saves me all the tolls going across Pennsylvania on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, which, depending on whether or not you have Easy Pass or not have Easy Pass, for me, it's like $45. So each way, if I spend an extra 10 minutes, and that is if those apps are accurate, and that's correct, because I've been the first time I went out there on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, we got stuck in so much traffic. So the time value of saving that not driving those extra 14 miles was blown by the fact that I was sitting in traffic guzzling gas. So for me, again, that is one of those things. Yes, I am more than happy to go up and across Pennsylvania. I'll put that the link down there, as opposed to going across the bottom of Pennsylvania to get to Notre Dame. I'm more than happy to go up and save myself all the money on the tolls. Am I willing to go to the Goodwill bins and sift through bins? Yeah, absolutely, because I get amazing things at the Goodwill bins. And sometimes I've gone, I do a lot of Operation Christmas Child shopping and packaging up. I usually do between 40 and 60 boxes for kids. And I will go there and I will just sift through the bins and find new packaged items that I am able to send to the children. Oftentimes it's new Christmas ornaments. Sometimes it's boxes of crayons or pads of paper. all of them are new. I am not sending used things, but these are all things that just get dumped by people who are cleaning out drawers or cleaning out houses or cleaning out estates. So I am more than willing to be the person to go sort through and again, making sure that it's a good deal. But I saved myself a friend. I had a friend who one time made an Operation Christmas Child, and she said, oh my gosh, she did 5 of them. She borrowed the boxes from me because I buy the boxes through the organization. I gave her 5 boxes. She said, oh my gosh, I spent a fortune. How do you do this many? And I said, oh, I probably don't spend more than $2 or $3 per box, and that's including underwear, toiletries, art supplies. I mean, I just really do it very frugally. I do a very frugal job of doing that. So to me, that is definitely worth my time when I'm doing that. And then I have bins downstairs that say Operation Christmas Child. When it comes time for me to put together these 40 to 60 boxes, I literally just go downstairs, bring up the things, and we punch it out in an hour and a half. I mean, it's really pretty efficient. So anyway, again, so the question of when people say I don't have time, I don't have the time to do that kind of stuff. Whenever, I think that's one of the defense mechanisms, people who do not save money or do not look into ways to save money. Like I said, for me, it is my time is, when you translate the time factor, as Amy Decision explained in her book, the Tightwad Gazette, it is very much worth my time to sort through the bins, to drive a little bit out of my way so that I can not pay for parking and walk half a mile to the venue that I'm going to, which I need the exercise, it's free parking, you know, all those things are very much worth it. So I guess for you and anyone who's considering frugality or looking at this, the quote-unquote inconvenience of being frugal and tightwad, to me, I keep on saying the same thing over and over again, it's very much worth it. You have to make that decision for yourself. It may not be worth it to you. So I'm going to stop what I'm saying because I keep on saying the same thing over again. My name is Leslie. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I really appreciate all my viewers. And if you have done something that other people have, I don't want to say criticized you or have questioned whether or not it was actually a frugal way to spend your time, please let me know, because this is all personal. If you want to knit your clothes, you know, knit sweaters, that is very, very time consuming. I'm not a very good knitter, but I do not think for me that knitting my clothing would be an efficient use of my time, because I know that I can go to the bins and get a perfectly warm sweater or a rummage sale or, you know, or a thrift store and get a perfectly warm sweater, not handmade by me, but that would be a more efficient thing. So it's just all the way you want to do it. This is Leslie. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it or if you have done something similar, please consider subscribing and liking it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.